And let me show you another stupidity. I just received a guy from a professional stupid person. His name is Kenny Bomer. You know him, right? Read with me. Sheikh Kenny Bomer. Okay. Can you admit on air that the miracle of Muhammad was he was the only prophet that he was ever older than his father-in-law? Hey, Abdul, sorry to say to you, first of all, this is a funny miracle if it's true. Secondly, he was not, because Muhammad was not older than the father of Khadija. If Khadija was 25 years older than him, you idiot, how he can be older than her father-in-law? Miracle, guys, this is a miracle. The prophet is older than his father-in-law. I mean, obviously it's a miracle. So if I marry now someone, he is younger, his daughter, someone he's younger than me, and his like his daughter, and he is like, let's say he is whatever his age, and I am older than him, this is a miracle. Or I mean, this is amazing. You see the stupidity? Do you see the lack of intellect and intelligence? This is a miracle. It's a miracle. And what we can do about it now, that's it. I mean, this guy, he destroyed us. This guy, he just, I mean, I don't know what to say. That's it. I mean, how I can answer this guy now? You cannot answer him. This is obviously it's a miracle. I'm going to do a miracle tomorrow. Any one of you guys, he is younger than me and he have a beautiful daughter, I can marry her, so I can do miracle, and tomorrow I will announce I am a prophet. Actually, this is a proof that your prophet is a scam. He married a child, she is 6 years old. This is a miracle. Sleeping with children. If sleeping with the children is a miracle, that's mean every scumbag in jail who have a child pornography or a child crime, rape, that's mean he's a prophet too. This is the miracle of your prophet. Why we have them in jail? We should call them prophet and give them salary and give them to teach us about Allah. Obviously those people believe in Allah, they are prophet of Allah too, the child molesters in jail. When I say to you they are suffering from, I mean, there is a problem here. I mean, what's wrong with those people? Don't they say that this is stupid? You have to admit, ACP. You have to admit on air. Christian Prince, why you don't admit on air? Admit. Do you see the word admit? We have to admit what we can do. That's it. We lost it. The poor Christian Prince, 5 hours on air trying to prove Islam to be false. This guy, he destroyed his argument in 2 seconds. That you have to admit that the miracle of the prophet, that he is the only one, was younger than his father-in-law. Call him. Okay, let's call him. You want to have fun, don't you? He always use the internet of his neighbors. He call himself Sheikh too. I hate the ring of Skype. He is not answering. Forget about him. Guys, tell me, when I lower the sound from here, from my control, when I lower the sound of my speaker, does the sound change to you from your side? Like now I'm going up all the way to the maximum, and now I will go down again Does the sound change for you, the sound level from your side? Let me know, please. Is the sound the same or change? It's change? Okay. Just wanted to know. Somebody say no. Hold on, we have a miracle here. Obviously, Jibril is involved with my speakers. Do you remember, guys? Okay, this is good. Maybe that's mean only the sound which is coming out is changing, not my microphone. Okay, that's good. Because sometimes I try to put down the ring of the speaker from Skype so it doesn't bother you. All right. Amazing people, amazing. I want to be a Muslim, brother. I want to be a Muslim because my prophet is the only prophet, brother. He is younger than his father-in-law. Finally, I found a reason to believe in Muhammad. I wasn't able to find a reason. Now I found a reason. My prophet, he liked to have sex with the children, brother. He have a special desire. Do you remember the story when Muhammad he saw a man, his name is Jabir, and he asked Jabir, why you are a rush to go home? He said to him, I am newly married. Muhammad, he said, did you marry a virgin or someone she is not a virgin? The guy, he said, no, she is not a virgin. Muhammad, he said, why? Why? Why you don't marry a young girl so you can play with her and she can play with you? A young child. You believe it? Read with me. My father died and left for me 7 or 9 girls. I married a merton. Allah apostle said to me, oh Jabir, have you married? I said yes. He said, a virgin or a matron? He said, replied, a matron. He said, why not a virgin? So that you might play with her. And actually it doesn't say ever. It says it speak about a young girl. And the guy, he said to him, I did not marry a child because I have many children already. I dislike to marry a girl like them and marry a girl like them, which means they are children. He have a children, need to take care of them. My brother, he left for me 7 or 9 girls, 9 little children. So he needed a woman to take care of them. Muhammad is asking him to marry a child so he can play with her. Do you see it, Muslims? Why you don't marry a child? He told him, why I want to marry a child? I have already 9 children here, need to take care of them. I needed a woman to take care of them, not a child like them who need to play. Why? Why you don't marry a young girl so that you might play with her and she play with you? What? The guy is married and he is happily married. What's your business? This is the devil. Why you are whispering in the ears of the poor man who is happily married? He is in a rush to go home because he miss his wife. Telling him, why you marry a widow, you idiot? You see, guys, you remember the guy, he said to us that the prophet was marrying widows because they have orphans. Do you remember? Muhammad did not marry women because they have orphans. He liked to marry children. Here we go. This is a widow. Maybe she have kids, need to take care of them. Muhammad, you don't like that. Muhammad is whispering in the ears of this poor man, trying to deceive him, to make him hate his woman, his wife, who is married to her, and go and find little child, little girl. And the purpose is what? Look at the wisdom, so you can play with her. The whole purpose, the joy of Muhammad is playing with the child. She is a wife. A woman, she is a real woman, is not a joy for Muhammad. He wanted, what do you mean sport with her? What does that mean? If a play is about, having sex with a wife, I mean, a woman, she is widow, she can play too. You know what I mean, guys? I mean, how stupid that is. What to play? What do you mean to play? Because she is a child. She is a child. Why you don't marry a younger child, female, so you can play with her? Muhammad is mentally ill. His fantasy, his sexuality is having sexual joy with the children's. The man is happily married. He have a wife. What's your business? What is the purpose of this advice? What is the wisdom of this advice? What is good that advice will bring to the life of this man? Leave your wife who is a widow and find a child girl so you can sport with her? Since when marriage is about sporting together with a child? But here you see the evil spirit inside this man. A prophet of God, he should say to him, good for you, you marry a widow woman, that's good. Why not? Take care of her. Don't say to him, why you don't marry a young child so you can play with her? Huh? Why? What a devilish man. And then the man, he said to him, well, I my brother, he died fighting for you, and he left for me 9 children, and therefore I did not approve the idea bringing a girl like them, which means she is a child. My brother, he left for me children. Do you see it, guys? Muhammad is asking him to marry a child. He said, I cannot marry a child because I have 9 of them at home. They are the children of my brothers, and I prefer to bring a woman. Do you see the word woman? Who should look after them, not a child she will play with them. And even after Muhammad, after the man, he explained to Muhammad why, he said to him, so you might supplicate for the good and to be covered me by Allah. But doesn't say that in English, in Arabic. What is that? Guys, let me show you how the scam work. Hold on. Read, anyone who read Arabic, who wanna call me? They end it off. It says تلاعبها وتلاعبك وتضاحكها وتضاحكك. They took it off. You play with her and she play with you, and she laugh with you and you laugh with her. That is a prophet of God. If this is a prophet of God, what is the devil? Imagine if one of the apostle of Jesus saying to a man, do this, what the Muslims will say to us. Imagine. And there's no way they would do that. Go hate your wife and find a child, and the purpose of the wise prophet is to play with her. Let us play. We are looking for kids to play with them. And as you see, they cannot say this is a weak hadith. This is hadith reported all over. And that explains why Muhammad, he enjoyed having Aisha and she was playing with her toys. There's a hadith, just to show you again how the Muslims always, they fabricate translation. When Muhammad he came upon Aisha and he found her playing with her dolls, Aisha, Muhammad he asked Aisha, he said, what are those? Which mean the dolls. I'm trying to find you the hadith. She said, my daughters. The wife of Muhammad, she is talking about the dolls. She's saying, my daughters. Here we go, I found it. And I will show you how the Muslim, they lie in their translation, and they take the words which is very embarrassing, and they did not put it in the translation. This is Sunan Abi Dawood, and this is a Sahih Hadith. You see it? Sahih Hadith. In Arabic it says that Aisha, she said that the Prophet he came upon to her in the time of the attack of Tabuk or Khaybar, and by mistake the curtain, the wind took the curtain off and exposed Aisha, and she was and she have toys or Barbies for Aisha. Then he said, the Prophet, he says, Ma hada ya Aisha, what is this Aisha? She said, qalat banati, my daughters. She said what? My daughters. If we go in the English translation, we don't find the where it says my daughters. Anyone, any Muslim can tell me why it disappeared? Look what it says. He asked her, what is this? She said, she replied, two wings. What two wings? What is this? She replied, my dolls. It doesn't say that. It says my daughters. And let us do this. I'm going to go to Google Translation right in front of your eyes. Let me open Google Translation, and I will do copy paste in front of your eyes so you can witness for the stupidity and the madness. Google Translation. Okay. This is Google Translation. I'm going to copy the hadith in front of you in Arabic. Be my witness. And you will see they took it off because it's very embarrassing. This is the mother of the believer. They call her the mother of the believers. Copy. And now we go to Google Translate and we paste in the front of your eyes. It was narrated that Aisha, she said, Messenger of Allah said to her, what is this, Aisha? I look like the text is too much, it cannot say it. Why is not the whole rest is not appearing? Maybe it doesn't take all the text. Okay, hold on, let us go back. We will copy less text. Okay. And now we go to Google Translation. You see it, guys? She said, my daughters. In the English translation, the word my daughters, they're replaced with my dolls. Do you know why they replaced the word my daughters with dolls? Any Muslim have an explanation why my daughters are taken off? Because it's very embarrassing. This is a wife of a prophet of God, yet she is a child. She thinks that her dolls are her daughters. And they lie to us and they say that Aisha, brother, when she married the prophet, she was mature, brother. This is in the time of Tabuk, almost Muhammad in his way to death. Almost she is 14. At the age of 14, and still she thinks that those are her daughters. So Aisha, she was far from being mature. If this is in the age of 14, how about when she was 6 years old? This is why I say to you always, you cannot learn Islam from Muslim translation. We cannot. Here we go. They replace the word my daughters with my doors. Aisha, even she is taking her doors with her in a traveling. This is during the travel time. They are going from place to place to do attack. And Aisha, she is carrying her doors with her. She cannot live without them. I mean, this is what kids do. We have a kid, he's calling himself Zakir Naik. I think this is the same kid, the good guy. What do you think about the Christians in Indonesia use the word Allah in the Bible? I think this is wrong. Actually, even in the Middle East, they use that, but this is wrong. This is a false translation. We as a Christian, we should not use the word Allah in any way, in any mean. If you tell me this is what the language is in our language, no. Your Indonesian language used to be exist before Islam. And here we go. We have words in the Bible. Use Elohim. Use Jehovah. Replace the word as it is. When it's mentioned Jehovah, put Jehovah. When it's mentioned Elohim, say Elohim. When it says God, just use the word God. When it says the word Lord, use the word Lord. We should not use the word Allah. This is a pagan god. Me myself, like, we grew up in the Middle East. Everybody there used the word Allah, but this is wrong. This is a false translation. Our true Bible, our real Bible, have nothing to do with Allah. You will notice only countries who they are under the influence, and the majority of Islam is the one who is forced to use the word Allah. You go in the border, cross the border, you will see Christians who cross the border, they don't use Allah. Your book told you who's, if you cannot find an equal word, okay, don't use Allah, use whatever word. I mean, use the word God in English. If your language is limited, let us say. But you should not, I should not even translate. Why not translate? I use Elohim. I'm not going to translate. Yeshua in Arabic, we call him Yeshua. Ask yourself, why the Arab Christian they call Yeshua, they don't call him Isa? Because they've been forced. The Muslims don't have a problem with calling him Yeshua, but they have a problem with calling God Elohim. They want you to call him Allah. And then when the Muslim they notice, like as an example in Malaysia, they noticed that a lot of people leave in Islam and converted to Christianity there. So they thought maybe because those missionaries are using the word Allah, so then they made a law. Let me find it for you. They made a law forbid the Christians in this country to use the word Allah. If you use the word Allah in your church, you go to jail. Muslims, they are desperately trying to make you say Allah is your God, but when they notice that things are not working for their side, they forbid you from using Allah in your church. I'm searching for the news to show you. They made Allah. Here we go. This is the BBC. Allah is just for Muslim. You see it? The BBC News. The militia court rules non-Muslims cannot use Allah. Why? They are right. They should not use it. I agree with them. I hope tomorrow all Islamic countries will forbid any Christian from using the word Allah, because the same way they force you to use it is the same way maybe to make you not to use it. They force you one day because they are the majority to use it, and now they force you not to use it, and you will not use it no more. You have a bunch of deceivers who translate the Bible for you, lying to you. They are being hypocrite. They are doing taqiyya. If the Christians are translating a Bible, why you use a name is not there. Allah is not a word meaning God. I understand that they use it as a word meaning God, but it's not true. Allah is a name, is not a word meaning God.